this is Diane with Bolan-Beaty Boogie. A few days ago, Mark came to me. He was really excited because he said he had discovered, I think from somebody else, that there was this energy that had never communicated with humans before. And Mark wanted to be the first to bring them on the show and find out who they were and what they're all about. And you know how Mark gets when he's so excited. He's so adorable. But he said this would have been something that would have been really really exciting for him when he was Marc Bolan, to discover some type of universal life or interdimensional life that no one had ever discovered yet, at least humans. So he wanted to do it live. He didn't want to go visit them first and then come back and just report. He wanted to do it live with us, and he was just really excited to come into my body today to start the show. And I was like, well, are they named something? Can you think of an English word that they can call themselves? And so he sounded it out. And I thought, okay, I think I got what you're saying, but can you spell it out? And so in my mind's eye, I was seeing Totrons. And I thought, Totrons? I said, it sounds plausible. And I tried looking them up on the internet, and there's nothing about them anywhere. So I thought, okay, well, that's interesting. That sounds like a good thing that they haven't communicated with anybody before. So anyway, I won't give anything else away. But I hope you enjoy the show. Again, we have a website, www.channelingmarc.com. Take a look if you get a chance. And if you're watching on YouTube, remember to either subscribe or like. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Yep. This is Mark. I've come. Yep. I'm here on Earth. Okay, yeah. I have to. Sometimes it takes a few seconds just to get the mouth going. Okay, so give me a chance here. Yep. Okay, it's better. Yeah. It's been a stressful morning for Diane. So I'm just going to take a few seconds and kind of get rid of some of that stress energy in her space, okay? Yep. Yeah, well, this is one of the benefits of having a spirit channel through your body, because I can bring some healing energies, and having the higher vibration often helps, okay? Get rid of things that... could be affecting the body. Well, yeah. So spirits should always, okay, leave the body better than they found it. And I always do. Okay, yeah. So I'm not sure how long we have today. I don't think too long, so let's get started. Again, my name is Marc. You may have known me, or you may know me as Marc Bolan from the rock band T-Rex, British 1970s, very popular. Yep. And I'm very grateful for having that physical life and to share my music with you all. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I do have some friends here in the studio with me, but let's get started. Today is going to be a little different. We are going to do some traveling. Okay. Now, Diane may have mentioned this in the introduction, but I have discovered an energy form, and they are called the Totrons. I knew it was going to be hard for this, for me to say it in this body. Totrons, okay? So I found out about them, and I haven't yet been to where they are. Okay, I have a fair idea where they are, and this is, why does particle acceleration? Yeah, that keeps coming in. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. But yeah. So these are energies that, as far as I know, no one on Earth knows about. Okay, no one has discovered, no one has talked about it, at least in the sense that they are. I'm not saying that a scientist somewhere hasn't, but they're pretty far away, okay, deeply far away in caverns, okay, almost like caves, okay, so it's not really yet been explored by humans. Okay, so let's get started. Now, okay, I can't really explain how we go about doing this, but as I am energy, as you are all energy can travel literally at the speed of light and faster. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's no, yeah, I mean, energy can travel fast. And if you don't have the physical body, you can go even faster. And you don't even have to really take any type of energy with you. I mean, you can explore in the human realms. You can actually explore via your mind or your thoughts. Okay. You don't have to go there physically. But a lot of people put that down to just imagination, right? And yeah. So anyway, that's, yeah, it's too scientific to go into, but Diane and I do this a lot. Okay, so let's start. Okay, yeah, I know. I have a map. Where they were last located. Okay, I don't know much about them, and that is what we are going to discover: who they are, what they are doing, if we can. Okay, and there's no guarantees here. Okay, no guarantees here. I have very, very, very limited source material on this, and so we will see what we can find out. But I wanted to do this live with you. Okay. Okay. Are you guys ready? Do you have your splunking kits? Splunking. I think that's the word. Yep. Yeah. Do you have your kits ready? Are we ready? Okay. Yep. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Getting closer. Yeah, this might take a little while because this is very, 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 very far deep into the universe. No, they are in this universe. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Well, this is exciting because I haven't tried this before, and I do like to travel. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think I found them. Yep. Is that right? Yeah. That looks like them, right? That looks like them. Okay, so it means they do exist. It means like my source was correct. They do exist. Now, how do I know it's them? No, they're not responding yet. Yeah. Well, yeah, as a little side, one of the reasons I'm doing this is because there are a lot of people on the earth who writers, creative people, artists, who discover things like this, and then they use it for source material. And yeah, I would love to help anyone like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So let's see if we get any response from them. I'm not getting any sense at all what type of energies, if it's a single energy, if it's multiple energies. I'm assuming it's multiple energies, but again, that's just an assumption. Okay. Okay, yeah. So I'm standing back. I'm being told to stand back a little bit. So I am standing back a little bit. I was too close. They don't know who I am. They are scanning the energy, our energies. I've got a group here with me. They are scanning our energies to see. So I'm not sure if that leads me to again, yeah, we just have to wait and see if they are some type of interdimensional energy. Well, obviously they're interdimensional. Yeah. Are they? Yeah. No. Yeah. I think they are. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The scan is complete, they're saying. The scan is complete. No, my team is saying that. The scan is complete. We can tell when we're being scanned. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Can you please go ahead and ask? Yeah, I've got some scouts here with me, and they are trained to check out the energy that we are so they're going to go ahead and look at it and see if they can make any type of, and I'm going to work from my end too to see if there's anything that I can, okay, well, okay, yeah, so it seems like they are willing to speak or willing to communicate, and let me just see if I can get some form of communication going with them. Yeah, well, okay, so they're showing me, yeah, space. Okay, so if you think about space, they would take up a minuscule amount of space, but they can expand it so if they can expand to the umpteenth degree, which is very interesting. So so let me just see if they're physical. Yeah. Okay, they are some form of, no, they are energy. They are energy. But it's very, 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 very interesting because they're almost giving me the impression that they are some type of physical form. They are showing me botanical life, actually, which is interesting. Yeah, they are showing me, as they know that I'm coming through on a human, very, very intelligent. They know that I'm coming through on a human body or transmitting through a human body. They are showing me leaves, plant life. And so that must have something to do with their makeup or their composition. And I don't know why or how. Okay. Yeah. So let's see if we can get through. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I'm not sure at this point in time if I'm going to get any other visual. So let me see if I can bring that up. Yeah, I'm asking for some other type of visual. Yeah, I'm getting plant life. I'm getting some type of water, but it seems like it is either so far in the past or so far in the future compared to Earth that they have transitioned to something else. Okay. Yeah. And I think that's, they are some type of very, 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 very ancient botanical form, plant form, life form, but they have transitioned into the aspect that they are currently in now, Okay, that's it. So they're saying they were a physical plant life form, and they have transitioned into what they are now. And very, 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 very ancient. Okay. Yep. But yeah, so you're not, yeah. Okay, so that's basically who they are. But you are a living, obviously, yeah. Okay, this is interesting. They're saying, depending on what, so they're saying something like if depending on how you approach them, they could either be viewed as entities from the future, or what? Right, or yeah, I'm not getting that. Can you say that again? Yep. Yeah, there's some filters getting in the way, so let me just go ahead and clear those out. Yeah. Diane's brain is filtering those out because it likes to be involved, and I'm trying to, so if you think about it, a human brain is an entity upon itself, and sometimes when information comes in that it doesn't really compute, but I have to use this brain. When it doesn't want to compute it, then it will stop. It will, or slow down. It won't stop. It'll slow down and say, so so I'm bypassing that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so they're saying that the way they are approached, you could have a different viewpoint of them, which is really interesting. And have we run across that before? I don't think we've run across that before. And I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. What? Yeah, how that works. Hold on. I'm recalling something. There's a parallel to my life as Marc, and it's not coming through right now. So, because this other energy is in the way. So I will get to that if I can. Okay, let's find out more about you, okay? Now, your energy appears to be very, very friendly, and I'm not, sometimes we run across energies that are more, I would say, slow to react to wanting to communicate. Okay, so a little bit apprehensive. That's it. Apprehensive. They do not appear, but I'm a little bit, not confused, but I'm a little bit surprised because the legends or the stories told about you are that you're very secretive, and you really like to keep to yourself. And so, is that true or not? They're saying no, not really. They are elusive, and they're saying that's a little different, at least in their books. They're not readily found or easily found, and that's the way they like it. And they're saying they knew that I was looking, because I was tuning into their energy. So so they knew that they could be approached at any moment, and so they weren't necessarily surprised to see us. Okay, Now, okay, so what do you, yeah, can we, yeah, oh, yeah, hold on. Yeah, so we haven't really formally introduced ourselves. I am Marc. Yeah, as you well know, I am channeling through a human body right now. Right. So they're saying, yes, they can see that. They understand what's going on. We are just merely interested, right, in who you are, because you are not, you are not energies that humans would normally come across or have ever come across. Well, that's a good question. Right. Let's ask. Yeah. So have you made contact with any other type of human life? Okay. Not directly, they're saying. Not directly. No. And they said they weren't a physical entity on the earth. No. So, well, a planet, they're saying, oh, okay, that's it. Okay, a planet that no longer exists. Okay, so that's where they're from. They're from a planet that no longer exists. And they're saying you're probably in wonderment. They're saying about how could a plant, they keep saying botanical or plant life form, transition to other energy. Well, of course. I mean, when something dies or burns or, it transitions to a different energy. They were able at one point, okay, so they're saying the way the planet basically kind of blew up, that energy was, so they're saying it's hard to go into, and we don't have time for that right now, they're saying, but the energy of the planet, okay, when a planet no longer exists, okay, that energy is still somewhere, okay? It might break up and take different forms. Part of it could break up and go off by itself. They're saying the botanical life on this planet was able to actually kind of band together. And this also includes any type of, so you're saying it's also plant life, but there could be some other type of physical, smaller lives, right? Like, okay, they're saying like the equivalent on the earth would be fish or what? Frogs, things in water, because there was water on this planet, okay? So they're saying it transitioned to a different form. And they said everything on that planet transitioned to a different form. I mean, that's just common sense, right? But they were able to band together, hold together, because they were very similar in molecules, right? Is that right? Molecules? Well, they're saying, no. They're not saying that. They're saying they were able to transition together to this form. It's more from some type of, they're saying they were a physical form, and they did have water, they did have cells, so they did have some similarities, but they're just saying that's what happened. That's what happened, and it could have been an agreement formed. We're probably not going to get that. Okay. So what are you doing now? And I'm still kind of surprised that you're not hesitant to speak with us. Okay, they're saying they are open. Actually, they are open, as they said. They're just not approached very often. Right now, they're existing. They are existing, and they are expanding and creating, like everyone in the universe is doing. Transitioning. Okay, they are transitioning to another type of physical life form. But it's going to take a while for that to happen. Okay. And is it something like a planet that you are hoping to? Yeah, and we are actually talking to kind of the physical, non-physical energy. Past physical, non-physical energy of what used to be physical. But how about your spirit selves? Yeah, can we tune into that? Can we tune into your, okay, hold on. Yeah, okay, so now I'm tuning into their spirit selves and getting a different perspective about what they're trying to accomplish. Is this okay? They're saying that's fine, okay. I'm just going up in a little higher in vibration in order to do this. Okay. Okay, so yeah, no, this is interesting. This is interesting because yeah, you are presenting almost as a solid. Well, you're looking like, yeah, you look like a solid one. That's what you're saying, solid one. Yeah, which is interesting because I'm getting the sense from your energy in the universe that you're many entities, and now in spirit you're looking like a very huge one. That's what you're saying, one, right? Okay. And this is what you're presenting to me. Just not a blob. No. Yeah, you look like, oh, yeah, I'm not familiar enough, but I can see the image of this cartoon character. No, it's not yogi, ogre, some type of, but you're not an ogre. No, okay. But yeah, so you're presenting a mass of white is what you're presenting. A mass of white that has gold energy going through it. So can you explain a little bit what your motives are from your spirit perspective? Okay. Same as what they said. It's expansion, going from one form of being to another. And yeah, so their goal is to get on another planet at some point and become physical again and to expand. But they're saying they are transitioning from one source material to another. And it does take some time. Yeah, it does take some time. And at some point in time, they will meet and greet, so to speak, with some type of physical life that will, or some type of energy that will develop into a planet. Right. And they're saying this is happening all over the universe, of course, and galaxy. It's the wonderment of life, creativity, expansion, and love. They're saying, yeah. And it's if you think about it, and they're saying this is very poignant for the Earth right now because, yeah. And we talked about that last week, right? Yeah, the unification of humans. Is that happening or is it not happening? What direction is that going in? And they're saying if you think about who you truly are as yourself, as your being, you are a being of unification. You want to create with others. You can create by individually as well. But in general, in order to create the universe as it stands right now, you had to join up with other energies. And so they said it's important to remember that. It's important to remember that things work the best when you're joined together and you want to build the universe. That is how the universe happens. Okay, that is how universes happen. When you start, we're not necessarily, but they want to get this out. They said when you start breaking things down, when you start alienating energies around you, and they're saying every individual is different, okay? You can decide that you want to be very personal or you want to be alone, but in general, energy would like to, cohabitate, would like to join and be creative with others. Okay, so that is really your true self. So if they're saying if things feel difficult right now on the Earth, that is why, because the energy is going in a different direction than that. So that's why the planet feels so lost, so hopeless in a way. And so so they're saying in order to change that, remember who you are and remember that, when you think about it, okay, when you think about a celebration, if you think about a birthday party, if you think about everyone getting together and joining up and being happy and creating the atmosphere of love, atmosphere of fun, laughing, think of that energy and then think about what is happening on some of the planet they're saying right now. And that's why things seem different or seem like not really going in a positive direction, okay, because it is going in a different direction than what you are normally doing or who you normally are. So that is why this is happening. So they're saying do what you can in your own personal life to keep the momentum going of love, creativity, and joining up with those next to you. Okay. Yeah. And they're saying it can be tough. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons they wanted to come on the show today, because they've experienced what we're going through. Yeah. What the planet's going through right now. They're saying other planets have done this too. So it is important. Okay. It is important. And I didn't really know that they were going to go in this direction, actually. But this is one of the reasons that I was able to find them. And this is one of the reasons that they were so eager to speak with us, is because they understand what is happening. And they understand that many may be confused. And that is the reason. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today. Yep. And I'm glad I found you. I'm glad yeah. I'm glad I got the map. I'm glad I got the sources. Yeah. And yeah. Hold on. No. It's gone. It's gone. The parallel to my life as Marc. If I come up with it, yeah, I will. I will talk about it later. Okay. Thank you very much for coming on our show and for letting us speak with you today. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Yeah. I'm just heading back to the studio. Yeah. Well, that was a surprise, wasn't it? Yeah. Hold on. I'm not quite back. Hold on. Yep. It's a ways back. Okay. It's a ways back. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's why they were so eager, and that's why I found out about them when I did, because they really had a message that they wanted to. And I know, okay, yeah, I know a lot of people on Earth right now are probably thinking, I can't stand one more message. Okay. I know what's going on. It's tough to live through, but everyone is trying to help. Everyone is trying to show support. So we understand that it can get overwhelming, but we, yeah, those in spirit, myself included, Diane, everyone here with me is hoping that, well, not hoping, I don't like that word. No. But we are no, there, I did it again. What would be a better word to say? I have to download the English dictionary here. Well, we're here. We are here to support. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons that the show is so important to Diane and myself, is because, we are here to bring some information to you that hopefully will help. Okay. Okay, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us on the show this week. We hope that you enjoyed our guest, and we will be back soon.